Hello everyone, welcome to next section of our video. So here in this section I'll be discussing some remaining features of Android M. So one of those features is the FingerPrint API. So Android Marshmallow introduces a system level fingerprint support via the new FingerPrint API. So as you can see in this diagram, like the fingerprint API, how it looks like, you have to give a fingerprint. So both like Nexus devices have a fingerprint scanner. By Nexus devices I mean to say which Google has launched during the release of this Android M phones. And the rollout of Android Pay and other touchless payment systems that rely on fingerprint scanner for authentication can now be handled by Android itself rather than a manufacturer add-on. So this is basically used for all those apps where there's a payment system or a payment gateway. So rather than the manufacturer or the app developer adding this feature for a payment system, the Google has already provided, or Android itself has provided, that feature using a fingerprint scanners. So registering a fingerprint is faster than any other device, and the accuracy and the speed of the scanner is second to none. So this is quite a good feature. It's very faster and the scanner is also very good. So all you need to do is set up a fingerprint authentication in the Play Store. For purchase is check a box in the settings. So there is already a provided checkbox in the setting. So whenever you use any app which has a payment gateway system or a payment system, so what you have to do, you have to just authenticate it using your fingerprints during the purchase. So there is already provided a checkbox option in the setting. So as you can see over here, it's a fingerprint option, and like you have to move your fingers rightly and add all the different paths of your fingerprints, and when it approves your fingerprints, then you can set up a password and use and go to the next section of the app and do the purchase whatever is required. So this is the fingerprint API which is provided in Android M phones. The next is we'll see about the automatic app backup. So what is automatic app backup? Like historically, Android has offered a pretty weak app backup solution. So in the previous, if you see, we don't have that much good, or Android has not provided that good backup solution. But backup and the reset section in Lollipop was opt-in, vague, or you can say it's an incomplete kind of thing, and it was not so good, which you already have a app backup thing. But Marshmallow can now automatically backup both your apps and your data. So any apps from a backup will be the same as they were before. So you will be signed in and right where you left off. So basically this is a very important and good features which has been provided, because you get your apps as well as data from the same where you have left it before. So the best part is that the device and the app data can be saved, and so your password, setting and progress can all be restored with much less effort. So this is how the backup is done. So you can see there is already an option given as backup my data, and if you do a on for this, so whenever you lose your data due to any reason, you get your data back, and you get everything, and you get your app, your data and the same settings, everything you get it using these features, automatic app backup. The next one is the text selection. What do you mean by text selection? So Marshmallow introduces an improved text selection setup. So text selection has always been clumsy in Android, like you know, and it's not perfect in Marshmallow, but it is better than it has been before. So we cannot say that Marshmallow has the best text selection features available, but at least if comparing to the previous versions, like the Lollipop version, prior to that, we can say it's much better. So instead of getting a temporary edit or share toolbar when highlighting a text in the Marshmallow, you will get a localized floating menu that offers 3 simple options like the select, or copy, or share. So if you are using Android M phones, you'll be understanding. So suppose this is something, a paragraph, and I want to select this, or rather than this, suppose you have a joke in WhatsApp, or you got some joke and you want to select some of the text only. So you already have these features, and where you will be selecting the text, and you will be getting 3 options, like you want to select all, you want to copy, or you want to share that option. So this has been provided in Android M phones. The next feature is deleting the screenshots from the notifications shade. So what does that mean? So Marshmallow adds the delete screenshot option to the notification preview. So as you can see from this diagram, we already have a delete option. So in the previous version of Android, when you took a screenshot, the only option you had straight from the notification preview was to share it. You can just share that screen, but in Marshmallow phones you can now delete it too. So you already have this option available here only. So either you can share this option or you can delete it, the screenshot. Once it's captured, you have done whatever it is done, and you can delete. So why it is required? Basically, this may not be seem to be a very big deal, but if you are like a person who take about hundreds of screenshots a day, and it's hugely convenient because you no longer have to go into the gallery to delete a poorly timed or duplicate screenshot. So as you know, whenever we take a screenshot from the mobile, the pictures goes and save into the gallery. So if it's one or two screenshots are there, it's perfectly fine. But if you have a job, something like you have to take hundreds of screenshots a day, so what you have to do, you have to again go to the gallery, select which screenshot are already used, which is a duplicate one. So it's a little tiresome job. So for that, the Android M has already provided this feature. Whenever you take the screenshot, you have shared that screenshot, you have used it, you have then and there you can just delete this screenshot from the same notification window. So this is one of the options which is provided by in Android M phone. So these are all the features I have covered about the Android M phones. In the next section of videos, we will be seeing about the app developments in Android M. We will seeing the Android Nougat features, that is the same Android 7 and Android O features, what are available for those, and the app development. So thank you, and let's see you in the next section.